Alright, so I'm doing this so I don't have to explain it a million times to whoever doesn't know how to play. So, first, you're going to want to explore the website. You want to see everything, open every tab, see everything that's available. If you look at the league tab, it's going to be notes from the manager. You can edit your team and my team, your name, the picture that comes up, whatever. If you want to get free agents, you got to go to the players tab. And then right here, you can free agents will be here. You can choose which ones you want. If somebody's doing good, you can swap them out for a player that you have that's potentially not doing good. Standing is self-explanatory. Scoreboard is good to look at, like during games, to see what your how many points you have against the other team, because it's head-to-head matchups every week, and what other teams are doing. Let me see. Alright, so this is what your roster is gonna look like. You're gonna have your starters here, and you're gonna have your bench players here. What is it, like total of 15 or something like that? You're gonna start at least one quarterback. So if you're gonna start one, eventually they're gonna have a bye week, so you're gonna want to have at least one backup. So when you draft, you're gonna want at least two quarterbacks since you're starting one. Running backs, you're starting two running backs, so you're gonna want to have at least two backups. So you want to draft 4 running backs. Wide receivers, you're doing two wide receivers to start, so you want to have at least 4 or 5 wide receivers. Tight end, you're gonna have one tight end to start, so you want to have at least 2 tight ends. The flex position, that's your choice. You can either start a running back, wide receiver, or a tight end in that position, whichever one you want, whichever one you feel is going to give you the most points. Then you have your defensive and special teams, and then your kicker. You want to have one kicker because they don't give you much points, so just have one. That's it. Defense, some people take 2, some people just take 1. Pick one up during their bye week and then drop it again, but it's up to you. That's why I say 2 quarterbacks, 4 or 5 running backs, 5 or 6 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 or 2 defense, and 1 kicker. This way you'll have this full, the bench will be full. You can swap them out every week, whether there's injuries or bye weeks, anything like that. We'll talk about the draft now. So before you start drafting, you're going to want to look at this and the fantasy football homepage. There's a part right here where it says top 300. You want to click on top 300. And right here is the ranking of the top 300 players in fantasy football that'll give you the most points. But you want to take a look at that, see, get familiar with some of the names. You can break it down to just quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, so this way when the draft day comes, you know who to draft. So once you get familiar with all that, you can go right here to mock draft lobby. You're going to want to do at least one or 2 mock drafts before the actual draft, just so you get familiar with the website. Let's see, maybe I'll jump in one right here. I'll jump in. Just click on whichever one looks full. Let's see, I'll put join league. Alright, I'm in. We're just waiting 2 minutes for the draft to start. Looks like I'm picking 10th in this draft, which isn't too bad, because since it's a snake draft, I'll pick last on the first round, but I'll pick first on the second round. Since it goes forward, it goes 1 through 10, then 10 through 1. So if you're picking 1 or 10, you're going to pick twice in a row, so which is pretty cool. Alright, so we got about 5 seconds till this thing is gonna start. Let's see. Eventually it's gonna pop up right here to launch the draft. There you go. There you go. So we're gonna click on launch draft. Just give it a couple seconds to get in there. Alright, so when this starts off, move this back a little bit. Alright, so this draft's gonna start in 2 minutes 30 seconds. This is the draft order right here. So you got round 1, round 2, and then eventually it'll move. It'll move side by side to show you. Your team will be highlighted in the in the order that you're gonna draft. So I'm right here in yellow, and you see I'm gonna go twice in a row. So I gotta wait for all these guys to get through for my turn. So when you click on one of these names, let's say I click on Matt Forte, and Matt Forte comes up right here on top. Right here on the right, it's gonna say draft. If whoever's name is right here and you click draft on, that's who's gonna go in your slot right here, slot of players that you have picked so far. Right here on the bottom, these are just quick overview of how many quarterbacks you have, how many running backs you have, etc. This is the pick history. Obviously, most likely you're gonna see AP go first, then LaShawn, Jamal Charles, Matt Forte. You're gonna see them go in that order right there. People usually take running backs first. There's not too many running backs that can get you a lot of points, so you usually try to fill up your running backs first, but you also get a lot of points with wide receivers and quarterbacks, but there's a good number of those that can do the job for you, but not too many running backs. Let's see, we got a minute. You can also use this queue right here. I really don't use it because the drafts sometimes go really quick, and like, let's say I want to put AP, all these top 10 running backs. Obviously, those are going to get picked. If you put them here, they're just going to get taken off really quick. I think it's just kind of a waste of time. Some people use it, some people don't. I don't. You can also go right here if you want to see, because it's on all, but you could just see quarterbacks if you want, or you can just see running backs if you want. Pretty much the website does the work for you, where everything is ranked in order of points, but very important, you want to look at the bye weeks that are right here next to their names, because you don't want 2 quarterbacks with the same bye week, because you're going to want to switch them out for one of their bye weeks, so it's not going to make any sense. So make sure you watch the bye weeks. Alright, we're going to start first. Jamal Charles went first, should be AP next. I'll probably show you my first 2 picks, and then it's pretty much self-explanatory from there, alright? Alright, we're getting closer to me. I'm on deck right now. Alright, that sound means I'm next, so I got 2 picks in a row, so I'm definitely going to get a running back. I'm going to go with DeMarco Murray. Clicked on his name, he's up here. So I'm going to hit draft player. Alright, got him. There you go. There's my second pick coming up. I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers. Boom. Draft him. Alright, so I got these 2. I got both of them right here. And now I got to wait. I got to wait a while for my next pick. So, yeah, I'm just going to hang out. But you pretty much get the idea. It's not that difficult. Just got to make sure you watch your bye weeks. Watch your number of quarterbacks, running backs, and all that. Make sure you get something good that'll fill up your roster very nicely, set you up for the season. Alright, so draft is over. Watching first take. Alright, so draft is over. I think I got a pretty good team. Got Aaron Rodgers as my backup quarterback. I got Andy Dalton. Running backs, I got DeMarco Murray, Reggie Bush, Then I got No Sean Moreno, Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis. Oh yeah, that's 4. Wide receivers: Wes Welker, Reggie Wayne. What's the other one? Eric Decker, Golden Tate, Ruben Randall. Tight ends, I got Rob Gronkowski. Backup, I got Martellus Bennett. Defense, I got Broncos and Buccaneers. Kicker, Robbie Gould. That's it. It's pretty good. You can still get a good team even if you pick 10th. Some people think that if they don't got 1 or 2, that they're gonna have a sucky team, right? But there's a lot of good players out there. You got to watch the way the draft is going. If people are taking running backs right away, you better get your hands on one. Don't go for Megatron right away if all the running backs are going away really quick. Because you want to get your hands on those.